Okay. I should have scripted this, but it's okay. I want to make it more casual.
Yeah, for sure.
So everyone, welcome. This is the first inaugural footage of or interview of Gerard Loves Life. Oh, is it recording? Okay, sweet. So I'll do this post edit, but Jael and I, we're going to be the ones talking, but we, just with any support of what we love to do, Jael doing his Polvoron business, and then me trying to help push out the good word of awesome folks like these guys. We have our supportive wives who are behind, and I'll do this. So post edit. Hopefully that'll help. So I've been wanting to do this project, and Jael is actually one of the folks who helped me, who's kind of a launch pad for this idea. So I don't know if you can tell, I love to eat. If you can't tell, then thank you. Yeah, when I knew Jael pretty much. I guess we'll go back a little bit, and you can interject if you want.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So okay. Jael, we basically knew each other since high school, right?
Since high school, yeah. Yeah, pretty much grade school, and we met through church, and ever since then we kind of ran again into each other's lives in college and everything like that. But ever since high school, grade school, I mean, we were pretty active with the same church, and so I think that's kind of how we kind of connected and everything, and then we just kind of followed up from there. Right?
Yeah, that's good. I guess that's when they say take it to church. Church does kind of keep everyone together, and then high school, and then we also grew up in the Mira Mesa community. If you guys haven't been to Mira Mesa, if you want to get to know the Filipino mafia, no, I'm just kidding.
Mecca Town.
Yeah, Mecca Town, Mecca. What's up?
Yeah.
No, there's a big Filipino community. I think, as Jael mentioned, in college we kind of got to know each other, where we hung out with the Philam community. I think that kind of got us into a deeper friendship. So
yeah, for sure.
Fast forward, we've all kept in touch, and then the reason why Jael's here is, I'll just say it's called Papa's Polvoron. I got to see this homie, basically fulfill his dream. So this is the whole reason why we kind of do this. This tidbit too is because I have this thing. It's called Operation Fulfill. Originally, it was a theme that I had for my wedding with my wife. But it's Operation Fulfill can be for anyone. People who really want to fulfill what they love to do, fulfill their dreams, and Jael, especially with Papa's Polvoron, has been emulating that. So if you guys ever get a chance, and we'll talk about it, and I don't know what they say on YouTube, see the link below, whatever. But can you tell me about how this all came into fruition? How Papa's Polvoron?
Yeah, for sure. So my wife and I, we started Papa's Polvoron back in 2019. So we always had a dream to start our own business. We weren't really sure what we wanted, but we knew we wanted to do something that maybe nobody else was doing at the moment. Something that was unique, and obviously, we had to come out with some product that we knew was going to be a hit and successful. And we're like, what we were thinking about, we're like, hey, nobody's doing Polvoron yet. Well, why not do Polvoron? And so we were living in Mira Mesa at the time in our condo, and we just started tinkering with making Polvoron.
Was it kind of what's that movie show? Breaking Bad.
Yeah. It's kind of like Breaking Bad, exactly. Yeah. That's really funny. That's
how you guys are thinking. We have this laboratory going on.
We had this little laboratory in our, out in the trailer. No, I'm just kidding.
Out in the desert. And
so I was Walter White. My wife was, Jesse Pinkman. No, I was just kidding. But anyway, No, it's a really good analogy. But we did start in our little condo in Mira Mesa. Just started tinkering with making how to make Polvoron. We literally YouTubed it how to do it, and then we started making some tweaks. Obviously, we wanted to make Polvoron, but we wanted to have the concept of having different kinds of flavors. So not your typical Filipino flavors like pinipig or cashew or
peanut butter.
Yeah, peanut butter. We wanted to have some new exciting flavors. So we came out with toffee. We're like, oh, how would pecan taste? So we added butter pecan in it, or You know,
Toffee Crunch is our favorite, by the way.
Toffee Crunch is our top seller, actually. Yeah, so I'm glad you like it. But yeah, Toffee has consistently sold, and it's still been our top seller. But yeah, we just wanted to create a type of Polvoron that that was exciting. Had Americanized flavors, something that
To appeal to the masses, kind of.
that could exactly to appeal to the masses, and something that could still go beyond what people would know Polvoron as it is now, and also to appeal to new crowds, people that have never had Polvoron before. So we wanted.
What is Polvoron, by the way? I guess
So Polvoron is it's a Filipino shortbread cookie.
Mhm.
So it's really soft, it's powdery, it's milky, and you take a bite, it just kind of like disintegrates in your mouth.
melts in your mouth.
Melts in your mouth, pretty much. Yeah. What's cool is Polvoron has different versions. So every culture, I feel like almost every country has their own version of Polvoron.
I didn't know this.
Yeah. So a lot of the Mexican community that comes and purchases from us, they see it similar to mazapan, which is like also pretty much like Polvoron. If you've ever had it, it's like a circular shaped candy, but it's more peanut based. So you take a bite, and it has the same type of texture as Polvoron.
So it's also powdery.
So it's also powdery, right? And then obviously, so with Spain, Polvoron actually originated from Spain. So that is actually the true origin of Polvoron and how it started. And then the Philippines kind of adapted to the Spanish version, made their own version, and I would
Made
say
it better. No, I'm just
made
kidding.
it a little better. Yeah, and so I guess the main difference is it's a little bit more on the sweeter side, a little more buttery, but yeah, I guess that's just kind of the origins of it.
Sure.
So, halva is actually another one that I get. I've never even personally had halva, but a lot of my customers that come to me will say that it's similar to halva. So I don't know if you ever had halva, but it's super similar to that too.
Very recently, Taiwan, like
Yes.
Oh, they also have
Right.
shortbread.
Yeah.
So it's just
Yeah.
it's pretty interesting. I feel like
country,
almost every country has
Similar
their type of version of Polvoron.
Kind of like
this is-
dumplings, or
Yeah,
empanada.
exactly. Yeah, and they'll say this, what it's called in their country, and I'm like, okay, that's really interesting, but
That's
cool.
nice to know, yeah.
It's good to know that. Yeah, so
So
it's
here
good to
there's
know
some
that.
kind of assimilation or
Exactly.
relation to
Polvoron. Yeah, but
it's universal.
It's universal. Yeah, but yeah, it's been a lot of fun so far, and we're 3 years strong. So
3 years, yeah, wow.
yeah, so it's been going pretty well. So,
Yeah. So wow, I guess maybe we can do a video vlog and go to East County. I guess that's where the Middle Eastern community is, and try some
Mhm.
halva next
try
time.
some halva, try some mazapan.
Yeah. Yeah. Or we'll do that's cool, and I'll add this in. But one of the videos I want to do is kind of do a roundtable. Maybe we'll do let's try different shortbread cookies around.
Oh yeah, for sure, for sure.
That'd be cool. We'll invite you guys. We'll have some wine and
Have
some
wine.
some
Definitely.
food
For sure.
after all the foodies. We'll do like a picnic.
Yeah.
I was kidding. No,
A little bit of everything.
Well, I need to lose weight. I think when this launches, I'm trying to lose 20 pounds at least. No.
Okay, all right.
But that Polvoron though, it's like I call it Filipino crack. So,
Yeah.
oh man. So
I mean, just being real, it is. It is. Pretty
Yeah,
much,
Walter White, right?
Walter White.
Walter put
Yeah.
the Polvoron. Polvoron is white.
Exactly.
No, just kidding.
Exactly.
So it's funny because we have so much. We had a lot of dialogue before this, so it's funny. I'm kind of, I don't want to say running out of ideas, but I'm trying to remember some of the golden nuggets that we talked about. So you mentioned that you and Leilani were trying to delve into making Polvoron, but it was kind of interesting what you guys were talking about prior, like why you did go into the Polvoron making business. Like, what was the where did that offset? Like, I think you were talking about there was another inspiration.
Yeah. So we had my wife and I. We took a trip to the Philippines, and during our trip, we were at the mall and we're looking at different restaurants and shops, and we
Was
kind
it
of
SM? No, I'm just kidding.
Yes, it was SM actually.
SM.
Yeah, I think it was SM actually. And we came across this other Polvoron business called House of Polvoron. And I remember we got some, we tried it, and we're like, oh my God, this is super good.
Wow.
We wanted to franchise it and bring it here, and
better than Bolivia.
yeah, yeah. And
It's
you know,
okay.
in our opinion, you know,
Shout
it was
out.
really good. Yeah, shout out Goldilocks, but how's Polvoron? How's Polvoron? Anyway, we tried it, we fell in love with it, and we're like, man, we should, you know, what great idea would be if we brought it to the States and just franchise them, and sell on behalf of them. So we messaged them. They never got back in touch with us, unfortunately, and that was kind of the beginning. We're like,
Not a diss.
not a diss,
Just
but
facts.
just facts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, we were
Nothing.
thinking
No.
because it was like a small. It says it was a family business, so I thought, oh, maybe they're not really open to franchising.
Oh,
But
yeah,
it turned
yeah.
out like they're already distributed.
They're already
Oh.
yeah. So obviously, no hurt feelings or anything like that. But we're after that, we're like, you know what?
Yeah,
Why
let's
not
do
start
it.
our own? Let's do our own thing. And so we kind of got inspired to, make our own overall business. And we just, like I said, we started tinkering with different recipes and started making this from our home. And after, loads and loads of trial and error, and
Oh yeah, for sure.
loads of flour getting wasted and powdered milk and whatnot, we finally stumbled upon the right recipe. And
We
then,
tried
just went there.
different milk powder, by the way, because it's like it's different in taste. Like
Oh,
different
there's a
milk
consistency.
Right,
powder
right.
has different tastes. So you gotta find the right milk
Right.
powder because if not, like it tastes more dry. It's not very flavorful. It's not
We
creamy.
had a big issue of trying to keep the Polvoron intact.
Yeah, that's
'Cause,
that is a
was
big
the
thing.
main-
That was
Yeah.
a big thing.
That was
When
Because
we
it's,
first
it's,
started,
a,
we're
it's a
like,
Filipino bomb. If you do,
exactly, exactly. So when we would eat it, we'd be like, "Oh my god, it's so good!" Oh no, it would crumble. It's like fall apart in our lap, and we'd be like, "No, like there's no way we can sell this," And so we did, a lot of research, and a lot of thinking, and finally we got it down.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
when we did get it down, that was kind of like our aha moment, and we got super excited.
Yeah.
And we're like, okay, finally
This
we
is so
can
good.
maybe take this to the next level and go take it to family and friends. And
So yeah, I think that's when I first heard about it. We came back from mass and we're like, I'm starting this business. Like,
yeah,
so probably I'm guessing business was in mind, but you said it was kind of a test run first, like you
Yes,
said, and,
yeah.
and you shared it with friends and family.
Friends and
What were
family.
their initial thoughts? Or
yeah. So their initial thoughts were, okay, it tastes good, yeah, and they're excited. And I think a lot of this hinged on their reaction. So
oh, okay,
luckily they liked it. And we asked for their honest feedback. Like tell us if it's bad, tell us if it's good. Just we want to know the truth, And honestly, they were being truthful with us. And so from there, I mean, we thought we had a great product. They thought we had a good
the
product.
taste
and
testers
so-
were approving it. Yeah,
Exactly. So the taste testers were approving it, and we're like, all right, maybe it's time to take this to the next level. Let's start with the branding and the marketing, and then promoting it on social media, and then
Nice.
reaching out to some foodies, and then getting it out to our first farmers market.
oh yeah.
And then that's kind of how we started. So
So
yes,
I guess yeah, and I love the push, and we've been supporting. I guess while I have it in my head, why is it called Papa's Polvoron? Why Papa?
yes. So Papa's Polvoron. So the business was inspired by our dads. Papa. So my dad, he actually introduced me to Polvoron.
Oh.
Yeah. So when I was a little kid, he would make Polvoron, homemade Polvoron in the kitchen.
Oh, so
in a
that
lo-
was wow.
Yeah, he would make it in a large skillet, and then we didn't have like the molders or anything to make them, so we would be eating them out of spoons.
Oh.
I just remember like the whole house like having this like really like smoky, delicious aroma, and I was like, "Wow, what is this?" And
It's like nutty and
it's
sweet.
nutty, and at the time I had already tried Goldilocks, but I haven't had
Homemade Polvoron.
never had homemade Polvoron. So I tried it. I was like, oh my God, this is like super delicious. And so ever since then, I kind of fell in love with Polvoron. And it has, to be honest, it was my favorite Filipino dessert since then. And then it was pretty much inspired by him. Unfortunately, he passed away a couple years
Yeah,
ago.
Rest in peace.
Yeah,
good
and
guy.
so we wanted to have the business in his memory, and so not just him, but also my wife's dad, who owned a bakery in Zambales.
Wow.
So he had
Deep cuts.
yes. So my wife's dad had a bakery in Zambales called So Bakery, and he owned and managed a bakery there. He sold pandesal. He sold all Filipino types of pastries and desserts and whatnot. And unfortunately, he had passed away years ago as well, and it's just kind of in his memory. We wanted to kind of, like kind of build our business, in inspiration of their name and who they were to us, and so that's why we called it Papa's Polvoron.
Wow.
So, yeah,
That's
so
good. I mean, that's what's beautiful about, I mean, any tradition, but particularly Filipino tradition. You always want to bring legacy of your parents. I mean,
exactly,
yeah,
yeah.
it's
So
Filipino is family, so I mean,
right.
that's a big thing. That's beautiful.
Thank you.
I always knew about your part because
Yeah,
I got to know your dad. I saw him at church, so
yeah,
bless
for
his soul.
sure.
Great.
Yeah,
He was your family was overall an inspiration. That's why we kept in touch.
thank you, bro.
But hearing Leilani's side too, wow, and
Yeah,
having that bakery, that history, that's
yeah.
wow, my mind's blown right now.
Really inspiring. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
It-
you know,
this is why we're doing this because I want people to know, like, why is it called Papa's Polvoron, the defining factors and the love that comes behind it. So
definitely,
thank you for
definitely.
sharing that.
Yeah, of course, of course. Yeah.
Yeah. So
So.
so now I know you do the farmers market. It's the one at Otai Ranch, right, on
Yes.
Tuesdays.
Yes,
Be,
Old Time Ranch.
be sure to go if you're down south. I know it's a far drive when you exit. Not talking about the freeway, but when you exit the freeway and then you do that 30-minute. No, I'm just kidding. No,
The
but
toll road. No, I'm just
yeah, the
kidding.
toll road. Oh yeah, do the toll road. It's faster.
Yeah. No, but we do the farmers market in Otai Ranch. It's every Tuesday from 4 to 8, and it's nearby our home. That's where we
Oh,
live,
okay.
and you can find us there popped up every Tuesday. So
Yes.
you know,
So earlier I mentioned that you've been a launch pad for this whole movement that I'm trying to push.
yes.
So thanks to you, by the way.
Oh yeah, of course.
It's because of you. I got to know a lot of the foodie community, if you will. I guess
Yeah.
that's the right name, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So the
Definitely.
food vendors, like, and I'll reach out to them in the near future. And I know you said you'll try to bring some
Yeah, definitely.
my way, but
For sure.
that's cool. Yeah. Can you explain the whole community how the it seems always collaborative, like it's a whole big family, like.
Yeah, definitely. So since I started doing this, I met a lot of food vendors. So other people, just like my wife and I, that are just trying to make it, they started their businesses from their home, and a lot of their background. Some of these people, they did not have a background in food, but they're just like us. They wanted to come with a type of concept, and whatever it is, dessert or food or drinks, they wanted to come out there. And I started meeting all of these other food vendors at local street fairs and farmers markets, and I just came to see that it's such a close knit community in terms of hustle and
Wow,
in
yeah.
terms of just trying to make it out, and we all have one thing in common, and that's just the passion for our product, and I think we all have a mutual respect for each other because we know
Just seeing the hunger.
just seeing the hunger, yeah, just seeing the hunger.
Saying it's a foodie community, hunger,
Yeah,
I guess it
I know exactly.
correlates.
Yeah, and just that drive, we all have that same drive. We all want to make it out there, on top someday. And I think that's one thing that I respect a lot about all of these other food vendors, and everyone is just trying to hustle and grind. And I think I met with a lot of them, and a lot of them have similar stories. Like they all have worked previous jobs that that maybe wasn't for them.
And you mentioned that.
Yeah. And so for me personally, like I had a 9 to 5, and I mean, to be directly frank and honest, I just wasn't happy with where I was at the moment, and it just kind of inspired me to start my own thing. And I just felt like failure wasn't an option, and this is what I wanted to do. I was tired of working for someone else. I wanted to be my own boss, and so at the same time, it had to be something that I was truly passionate about. And to this day, I feel like I still have kind of a chip on my shoulder. Like I need to keep going. I need to keep proving myself that I can do this, and just try to push forward. So
no rest for the weary, right?
no rest for the weary. Exactly. Yeah. But thankfully, you get to reap the rewards of it, and it's a blessing. Like every day to get to do what you love and just keep going. So
No, for sure. Speaking of reaping the rewards, I mean, besides you expanding and doing these pop-ups and distributing to these Filipino grocery stores, for those that don't know, Mira Mesa is such a tight-knit community.
Yes,
Everyone
for sure.
pretty much knows your name. It's a little scary, but Um, Jael is a big face in the community, especially with his Papa's Polvoron, and yeah, everyone keeps on saying good things. So hopefully that's a reward and stuff. Like some friends like, yeah, man, what's Goldilocks? No, I'm just kidding. I'm like, House of
Yeah.
Polvoron, but no,
Yeah.
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 I guess I want to kind of get to know. So, you talked about toffee crunches, your guys' top seller, and I'm
Yes.
assuming ube cookies and cream.
Yes. Right.
And by the way, shout out! We tried. I kind of told JL like, hey, I'm about to do this podcast / interview thing. We were at the Sosarap Festival, and he was selling his feature. Those two flavors, Turon and Buko Pandan.
Pandan? Yeah.
Bro, like,
Yes.
dude, yeah, she told me. I thought she was gonna like Turon because of the crunch.
Yeah,
she
yeah,
loves
yeah.
crunch, but
Okay.
I love it too. But the Buko Pandan was a
Buko
good
Pandan
hit.
was on point. Yeah,
That was on point.
I
So
love the
good
Buko
to know.
Pandan too, personally. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I
I
love
was,
that one too.
I was about to ask what are your guys' top three, and then Leilani too. I guess you can interject if you want to.
What are our top three that we love personally?
Yeah.
That are flavors that we like personally?
Yeah.
Yeah. For me, I mean, my number one is the classic original.
Oh yeah, you can't go wrong with the OG.
Can't go wrong with the OG. It just has like that nice, like, simple, pure form of butter type of taste, and to me, it's just always been like the kind of classic, taste when it comes to Polvoron. So that's always been my favorite. I guess second, I would say maybe toffee. I just feel like it's a flavor that not a lot of people are familiar with, like and it's just something new and different, and
Yeah.
so it has that exciting flavor. And then I guess Buko Pandan, like you said,
Yeah,
very
it was-
unique type of flavor. I think it's a really underrated flavor, because
Oh, really?
Yeah.
it's not, I mean, it's pretty,
Because people
not
aren't really
common.
familiar with pandan or like
People
the
aren't
coconut.
familiar with pandan, yeah. So it's kind of has like that coconut taste, and just like that bright green color, and it's just
Like, what's this Ninja Turtle?
yeah, what's this Ninja Turtle Pulveron? Right, exactly.
Of St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah,
I
they
think
roll around in the
we,
grass. Or
we
something.
usually just do the buko pandan in October. Usually
Oh,
This
okay.
is the Filipino.
Yeah, so
Ah.
we make it a
That's-
seasonal flavor.
Yeah, that's
So we roll it out in October because
But I can order like secretly, right?
Oh.
But I'm just kidding.
we got you. We got you. Of
No
course.
one else take that idea,
Yeah.
please. No, I'm just kidding.
We got you.
So
man.
that's
Yeah.
cool. Yeah,
Yeah.
keep a theme to it.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, but I would say those are like my top three.
Nice. And how about you? What is your?
It will have to be cookies and cream.
Cookies and
first,
cream.
original and ube.
Ah,
Yeah.
that's a good.
Yeah.
Put all that together. That sounds like a good mix, actually.
Yeah.
Ube has been really
Yeah.
popular.
Ube is really
Ube has been
popular
super
too.
popular.
I feel like ube has been a big. It's been the big thing, right? I
Oh,
guess
definitely.
like
Yeah.
the flavor.
It's-
I
Like,
just feel like it's the next big thing when it comes to Filipino desserts, and obviously the ube craze has been
yeah.
been on the up and
Was
coming.
it Trader
so.
Trader Joe's has the?
Yeah, Trader
was there-
Joe's has like the ube pancake mix, I think.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of local vendors do ube and ube this and ube that, and
Stella Jeans.
Stella Jeans has the
Yeah.
ube ice cream. Our good friends, All Things Ube.
Oh
They
yeah. Dennis
they
and-
do a lot. Yeah, Dennis and Daphne.
Daphne.
They do a lot. Everything ube. So it's just like it's real delicious, like up and coming flavor. And the craze is real. So yeah.
Well,
So,
go ahead.
Sorry, I was just kidding. But there's still a lot of people who get scared of the color because it's purple.
Oh, yeah,
And they're like, what is that purple? They're sometimes they're kind of intimidated by it, I would say,
yeah.
because they're like, not the purple.
So, like, what's this radish pulver on?
Sweet potato.
Sweet
How
potato.
to get purple?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Taro. No,
Taro,
Taro
yeah.
ube is different. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah. Exactly.
What-
So
What are some? I guess I don't want to spoil it because you guys might sell it in the future. But what are some trial and error flavors that you guys try? You're like, oh man, this would have been good, but probably
oh
not.
man. Okay. I've always wanted to do a cheesecake flavor.
Ooh.
Yeah, cheesecake. Like a strawberry cheesecake to be exact.
Oh.
The thing is, it's a little tough. It's a
It
little
is.
challenging because
Is it because of the
it's because of the consistency. Yeah, the cream. If you try to mix anything with Polvoron with like a
what?
jelly, anything liquidy, or like something that's kind of like a cream or a jelly or anything like that,
Oh.
it's not going to go well with the texture of Polvoron.
Yeah.
And-
Rest in peace, peanut butter and jelly. Then I was gonna try to ask now.
Yeah, I know, right? Peanut butter is fine. Jelly, sorry. But yeah, it's just one of those things where it has to work, and if it doesn't, it's just not gonna happen, you know. But I've always wanted. I'm a lover of cheesecake. I've always wanted that type of flavor. So I don't know. Who knows? Not to say
Hey,
that it's
yeah.
out of the picture, but
Yes.
you know, we'll see.
Hazelnut.
Yes.
Which one? Oh,
Hazelnut. Hazelnut has been
Nutella.
one too. Nutella, yeah. It's not completely out of the picture, but
just
you know,
trying to
we'll
get
see.
that consistency.
Trying to get
yeah.
the consistency. Who knows? It might be on the bend. We'll see.
Cheesecake Factory or any cheesecake spot. If you hear this, you use Polvoron instead of graham cracker. That's all I gotta say. Papa's Polvoron as the crust.
There you go. There you go. Yeah.
That's
So who knows?
wow.
Maybe in the future, we'll see.
Okay. And then I'll ask you off camera, but I was gonna jokingly ask if we, in celebration of this video,
Mhm.
if we can do an exclusive flavor. But we'll see. I'll talk after.
Oh, sure. Okay. We got an exclusive flavor request, or
Yeah, I guess. Okay, I guess I'll record it now, and then I'll just post it after it happens, if it does happen.
okay.
Strawberry quick.
Strawberry quick. Oh yeah. I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
We were talking. Oh yeah, strawberry nuts quick is a possibility, and
Yes.
Uh,
Dang.
so maybe Tang.
Yeah. It just depends on getting the right mixture in of, because I think Nesquik and Tang, they both come in a form of a powder. And so that actually works really well with Polvoron. So,
So as much as possible, if it's a dry like ingredient.
yes, exactly. As much as possible. If it's a dry ingredient, we can make it work. And then, obviously you have to mix it and make it as fine as possible to get in that same type of consistency that, people love when eating Polvoron. So,
Okay.
yeah. So,
Nice.
so I'd say it's not outside the realm of possibility. We could possibly do it. So
Oh
who
man.
knows?
Yeah, and then hopefully, I know you guys do seasonal flavors and some exclusives.
Yes.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of. I guess that's the beauty of Polvoron. Well, dessert, but
Yeah.
Polvoron especially. I love what you guys are doing because, yeah, as you mentioned, peanut butter,
Yeah.
Pini Pig,
Guinea pig.
the OG. Those are the usual go-to flavors.
Yeah.
And then ube and cookies and cream if you want to go for it.
Yep.
But yeah, thank you for like making this concept of like, I am Filipino, but at the same time, like this generation is like, wanting to expand our taste buds to try different things.
Oh yeah,
So,
definitely.
yeah, that's awesome that you're using this as a space to introduce like, I don't know, who knows, maybe you might make it the Nuck Bit one. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh my gosh, that would be
I'm
really bold. Really
Feels like-
bold and brave. Not good. Yeah. No, it's funny. We've gotten some people. They're like, "Can you make a pussy flavor or like what is flavor?"
What
I was
are,
like, whoa.
what are some weird flavors that people have requested?
Yeah, we've gotten adobo, we've gotten pusit, we've gotten calamansi.
Oh, that sounds
Yeah, that might work. Who knows?
Maybe.
Yeah,
like a mix of
maybe.
something.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't know. Like pretty much all the Filipino foods that you could think of.
yeah,
Like
halo halo. I don't know.
yeah, halo halo.
It's just a mix of everything. Huh?
Just a mix of everything. Dinuguan.
Wow.
Yeah.
Chocolate meat, maybe.
I was like, man, that's pretty brave. That's pretty brave.
It sounds like a salt and straw kind of flavor.
Yeah. I don't know. That would be, definitely an acquired taste for sure. So.
Gonna go on. Well, yeah. If you ever need taste testers, now I'm just kidding.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
I got you guys. Yeah.
Nice. Well, I guess thankfully I went through the footage. We went through the footage, and you could even though we're both mic'd up, thankfully we can hear like our wives too.
Yeah.
I guess shooting it to Leilani. Sorry, I'm putting you on the spot in here too. How does it feel like? So Jael told me the history. So it's awesome because I always knew his side of his father being the influence of Papa's Polvoron, but hearing about your father too owning a bakery before, that's beautiful. So I know Jael is kind of been taking care of the business and the food and everything on your side because it is equal ownership. Like how have you been feeling like being a part of this whole movement?
Yeah. So
For Papa's Polvoron, what I normally do, I'm pretty much the logistics, the financing, the
Oh,
pricing.
yeah, the stuff that us guys.
Stuff that we
Oh,
don't,
yeah,
we don't
like,
really know
okay.
about. Yeah, exactly.
Like I was the one who found out about the packaging.
Oh,
Like
Yep.
the like right now I'm working on like a new packaging as well. Like as far as like equipment, all that kind of stuff. The anything like aside from just the making of the pulver, so it's pretty much me including your taxes, like all your taxes right now.
oh yeah, tax season.
Financial.
Yeah, we're we are filming this right now. Yeah,
Yeah,
R&D.
R&D. Yeah.
Developing on and just based on how I see because I mean he's usually like the main thing like he goes out there
Just like
he sells out to people
sales and marketing. She's
and
more.
so like I'm more of like what I notice I give him my feedback and
Oh,
what I
okay.
think like okay so it looks like this is what's working and this is like not
Yeah.
really working like I think maybe
Yeah.
we should come up with this thing and so I help him on that, like more on moral support, really, not like on the production side, but just like the thing that's behind like the production.
She ensures that we're profitable and we're making money and this is working. She makes sure the numbers are working.
Like the cogs are
Fine.
moving.
Exactly. Yeah. And she gives me feedback, obviously, and she kind of has like a bird's eye view of like what I'm doing, and it's like, are you doing okay? Let me. Oh, actually, you're missing this. Oh, actually, you should do this. You know what I mean? So she gives like the proper feedback when I need it. So
And then
it's good.
who better than your
Exactly.
wife,
Who
or
better than
significant other?
your significant other? Exactly.
Like
Yeah.
the research side, sometimes like I can find like ingredients that are cheaper somewhere else.
Ah,
And I see
sounds
like,
good.
oh, actually it's cheaper if we get it here. Oh, actually if it's we get it by bulk, it's
Yeah.
actually cheaper. I'm focused mostly on like lowering our costs, like the
Yeah,
production,
economics.
Yeah.
it's mostly on that side.
She ensures that the numbers are working. That obviously that it's a good working.
It's a good
partnership.
trade-off, yeah.
It's a good trade-off. She's kind of behind the scenes.
Negotiations.
Negotiations.
Yeah, yeah,
She's definitely behind the
negotiations
scenes and
So if we ever try to launch into the Polvoron business too, no, I'm just kidding.
yeah.
like
she's our lookout.
suppliers, like with our suppliers, like I get in contact with people and like I make sure like like can we do this, can we do that, and that kind of stuff. So that way that side like he doesn't have to worry about it.
Yeah.
So that's pretty much my side.
Yeah, that's her side.
Thank you. No,
I'm more of the front lines and
Yeah.
sell,
He's
make,
the face of
make,
it.
sell, and repeat.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. No, I was
More
gonna
of the
say,
bump and grind of it.
I was gonna say, teamwork makes the dream work. And yeah,
Exactly.
yeah, the dream can't happen if you don't have a team or support. And who better than your significant other? So thank you.
Exactly. Yeah.
So thank you for making this happen as well. That's why I have to give you a shout out.
Yeah,
So,
definitely. Yeah. No,
Yeah.
it's.
I think. So I was just gonna add, it's really important to, for anybody like starting out a business. It's really hard. It's not that easy.
Yeah,
There's-
But I think like supporting each other, trying to see what works out and trying to figure out, resolving issues, problems, and just making sure you got each other's backs. Like that's really important.
Yeah.
Because, that you have to stay positive even though on like the
During-
times that it's this is not really working, but you
tough times.
have to find like a
persistence. Yeah.
like
persistence.
even that little light that there's something out there. Because otherwise it's not gonna be.
Yeah,
good,
you gotta stay optimistic.
Yeah,
You know.
you really gotta
the
stay
thing-
optimistic.
yeah.
And to be honest, when we were starting, I was like, "Is this really gonna work out?" Like I don't know. If
Oh
this
yeah,
is, like especially him, not working like the full time like 9 to 5 job anymore, and like as a new couple, I was like, "Is this gonna work out? Or how are we gonna pay bills and do all that stuff?"
Right.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
But definitely, if I think with hard work, with like understanding each other, with supporting each other, it will go through.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're gonna like start learning, and you're gonna find out what you should be really working on, and like continue to work on until it becomes really successful.
Right.
Yeah, thank you for saying that. Yeah, because people think it's like, oh, I'm gonna dream this and it's just gonna happen, but
Yeah,
there is a
no,
lot of
there's a lot of behind the scenes work. It's definitely a hustle.
Oh yeah.
I kind of compare it to like a wheel. You got to keep it turning and turning and turning.
Oh, yeah.
And it's not just going to go
Gotta keep it
automatically.
moving.
You
Yeah.
got to keep things moving, and it's as big as you want it to be. You can keep things stale if you want, but it's up to you. I mean, if you keep bumping and grinding every single day, things will happen, and
That's true.
And that's just part of the game. That's part of what it takes. To keep going. And
Yeah, no, for sure. And
Yeah.
that's what I like what you said, like, when we were talking prior to this, like, it's, I feel like I'm there, but I'm not satisfied yet. I got to keep going. And I think,
Yes,
that's the only
right.
thing to dream is like to move
Definitely.
forward until our last breath. So,
Yeah, definitely. Never be satisfied because always work on things that you can improve. Like constant improvement is always good. And,
Oh, yeah, for sure.
there's always like there's always going to be room to improve. Never want to stay kind of content with where you're at now because things can always get better into the next level. So
Yeah.
So.
yeah, no, that's, and yeah, and I guess this is one of the reasons why we're doing this too, is because, just hearing that, as much as a destination is beautiful, the journey itself is just as
Oh
important.
yeah,
So,
definitely, yeah, for
yeah,
sure.
so thank you for sharing a piece of this, and then and then talking to the folks you introduced me to, hearing that they've gone through struggles and
Yeah.
they're still persistent and wanting to continue on.
Right.
I kind of want to make this as a platform, as a voice for
Oh yeah,
for all
for
y'all.
sure.
So thank you for that.
Yeah, of course, yeah, definitely
Yeah.
happy to to be here and support, and we're both in the community, so we got to support each other.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Definitely,
Yeah.
push forward together. You know what I mean? So
There you go. Yeah.
Yeah.
Operation Fulfill.
Operation Fulfill.
Yeah. I guess since we're wrapping up, a few more things.
Okay.
I'm basically trying to keep you guys as long as I can. No, I'm just
Yeah,
kidding.
no, go ahead. It's fine. Yeah.
I know we were talking about some future events. I guess for the community watching in or listening in, if this becomes a podcast,
Yeah.
where are some places so we know you can go to the farmers market Tuesdays
Farmers market.
or even order online. I'm guessing, right?
Yes, so you can order online. We have a website, it's papaspolvoron.com. You can order on, or you can order online. We do local pickup and delivery in San Diego, or we can ship nationwide.
Oh,
So
really?
Yeah,
So even
so you could be in New York and I can ship them out to you.
Oh.
So yeah.
Well, hopefully it stretches to New York.
Yeah,
Or who
yeah.
knows? Maybe even international. Maybe one day. No, just
Maybe
kidding.
one day.
One day, we'll see.
Yeah,
We
but
shipped to my friend in Canada.
I know.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Who knows? Maybe we could do that one time.
Okay.
Yeah, Canada, her friends. live in
Switzerland, if you're watching.
Switzerland, shout out
Yeah.
Germany. No.
Australia, down there. Oh, hey, Tim
No.
Temple run. I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
That's
But yeah, you can find us online. We're at the Otairan Farmers Market every single Tuesday. And then we do a lot of local events, street fairs.
Oh yeah, we have ordered some in particular this year that are.
Yeah. So we do a lot of annual street fairs. North County wise, we do the annual Carlsbad Street Village Fair.
Oh.
We do the annual Encinitas Fair. Vista has a strawberry festival that we do every year.
Strawberry Polvoron, you guys are talking.
Strawberry pulver that we're talking
We'll
about.
go there.
Yeah, and then obviously, we are gonna do if not all of the Filipino related events of the year.
Oh, for
So
sure.
there's a lot of the big ones. There's the Sosarat Festival that we saw
we
you
were
at.
talking, yeah.
Yeah, that one is an annual event every year. Pretty much all of the Filipino food, festivals that the Filipino Friendship Festival that they do that one every year. I think last year it was at the Liberty Station, so that's a big one.
Yeah.
Definitely a big one. And sometimes at these events they'll have a lot of famous artists that come out there, and Apple Diap, he performed that a couple years ago.
Was that Taste of Philippines?
That was at the Taste of the Philippines Festival. So a lot of these, obviously, if there's a Filipino festival in San Diego, we'll be there. Most likely be there.
Like you kind of said, gotta push for the community, right?
Exactly, push for the community. Yeah. So we actually just did December Nights last year. Yeah, December Nights was our biggest event.
about to
Huge
say.
event. We'll most likely be there again this year. So you
Nice.
can find us there. That was, our single-handedly most successful event. But definitely like a huge crowd, and yeah, we just, that's one of the.
I was about to say, well, milk and cookies during Christmas. What better than shortbread cookies and hot cocoa, maybe?
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. Polvoron and milk. There you
And,
go.
and if it melts, it's okay. It's a cocoa bomb or a Polvoron bomb.
A Polvoron
You know what I
bomb,
mean?
exactly. Yeah. You could still drink it, and
Yeah.
it'll still be good.
Oh man,
Yeah.
ube and hot cocoa. Oh,
That's the good thing about
thinking about that right
Polvoron.
now.
Yeah. Exactly.
Very versatile. The shortbread cookie.
For sure, for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, a lot of a lot of the big street fairs in San Diego will be there. And you can always follow us on like Instagram, Facebook, and we'll always post where we're gonna be. So
I'll be sure to tag all of this on the description and
definitely, yeah,
wow, nice.
Yeah.
Well, thank you.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah, and thank you again for being the inaugural. Wow, yeah, this is the first video, and
Thanks,
and
man.
big ups to you and all the folks that you've introduced me to, and we're just looking forward to more. Besides this interview, just continuing to see your journey, and as a homie, I thank you for this, and
Oh yeah, of course,
my
yeah.
brother and Leilani, and
Yeah.
and
Likewise, yeah.
Sure.
We appreciate you guys as well,
Yeah.
and we look forward to use moving forward with your podcast
Yeah.
and things
Yeah.
and everything. Feel very proud and appreciate you having us as your first one. So
oh man.
well,
Yeah, and if I get better equipment in the future, I'll call you guys back. Like, hey, let's
yeah,
do a
definitely.
revisit.
We'll revisit
Maybe you can do like a double date kind of
Yeah,
conversation.
yeah,
Yeah,
do
so-
another sesh for maybe the next one. Who knows?
And thank you for my wife for being the camera woman.
There you go. Yeah.
The additional.
Yeah.
This is the first time for her because she doesn't like that I always use tech all the time, and now
Yeah.
she gets to get the hands-on experience.
Holding down the camera the whole time, right? Yeah. Holding down the phone the whole time.
Yeah, the Galaxy S23
There you
Ultra.
go. There you go.
So equipment used, B-roll footage.
There you go.
The S23 Ultra just came out, Samsung, and the Insta360. If you guys, and also the Rode Wireless. So if you can sponsor, no, I'm just kidding. No, I'm not for that. In closing, yeah, thank you, Jael, thank you, Leilani, and thank you,
for having
Jennifer.
us.
Thank you for
Besides this being a interview, it's just it's always good to chop it up and to really get to know, especially the faces behind these local businesses and a lot of the those that are dreaming. You get to know the dream, but you don't really get to know the dreamer. So I'm glad that we got to have a heart-to-heart talk,
Definitely.
and more in the future. This isn't the end, and I guess in closing, I should say hit that like button, subscribe. I don't really care about that. Yeah, please do, so you can help spread the word. I guess the biggest thing for this, for Gerard Loves Life, if you will, and this bit where I call it Operation Fulfill. And like I said, to love what you want to do, fulfill what you dream about. Help support this dream if you can. After watching this video, sure, like it, subscribe, but the main thing, go to these if you're in San Diego, especially come to these farmers markets, or say hi to Jael, if you will.
Yep.
He won't bite.
We won't bite. Yeah, we won't bite.
Maybe. I don't know. There's been some moments during this interview
We
where
love Polvoron, so you gotta bite it.
yeah. Check out Polvoron. It's it's versatile, and it's amazing. And thank you for introducing it to this community. And yeah,
for
looking
having
forward to expand it.
Thank you, bro. We appreciate you. Yeah.
All right. I don't have a catchphrase, so we'll find out in the near future.
Yeah, you very kind.
Thank you for tuning in to Gerard's Love Life. I already messed up. Gerard Loves Life. Operation Fulfill. Thank
There
you.
you go.
All right. Thank you, guys.
Hey.
Stop recording.